President Trump today on the third anniversary of the Abbey-gate bombing, of course, that killed 13 U.S. service members. Amid President Biden's Afghanistan debacle, and the former president showed up today at Arlington to honor those 13. Your current sitting president and vice president, well, were nowhere to be found. And in the New York Post today, Biden and Harris do their best to memory hole one of their administration's biggest failures. Biden and VP Kamala Harris took the day off. Instead, the White House issued statements in both their names. The Biden one listed all 13 names, though he had forgotten the fallen's existence during his July debate with Trump, when he proudly boasted that no American military had died in combat on his watch.
Oops.
And the president still calls the bug out a success, insisting that he made no mistakes in Afghanistan, though his top generals have testified under oath that he ignored their warnings about his withdrawal plan, which is one of the many reasons, and many of the bereaved spoke at the Republican convention, where they noted how Trump has spent hours with them. The statement in Vice President Harris's name overlapped heavily the Biden one, word for word. They came out of the same shop, of course, after all, probably the same writer, if I had to guess, while adding some prayers are with them. You know, it's funny because whenever we have a shooting in this country and people rush to say, you know, we're thoughts and prayers, the left just wants to go grab all the guns, can't get to that fast enough, make it political, say, well, keep your prayers. We don't want to hear that nonsense. You know how they do that all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but here, your prayers are, I guess, welcome. Prayers are with you. And my heart breaks kind of language was in Vice President Harris's statement today. It also stands up for Joe, saying President Biden made the courageous and right decision to end America's longest war. Vice President Harris's statement neatly ignores at least two things. Number one, the pullout plan Biden overruled his generals to impose, and her proud boast at the time that she was, quote, the last one in the room when he made the decision. The disaster in Kabul stands as one of the worst legacies of the Biden-Harris administration, emboldening terrorists and dictators worldwide to believe the United States will cut and run when the going gets tough. Is it any wonder Vladimir Putin thought he could get away with invading Ukraine? I say no. And yet most of the press are letting Biden and Harris dodge total responsibility. Trump's honorable reminders should shame them all. So good for the former president for showing up, reading the room as the current vice president and current president. Well, he's completely out to lunch. We have no idea where he even is. But we're too chicken, you know what, to show up. Like Kevin said, maybe because they knew they couldn't or whatever, but still. You're the commander-in-chief of all of our armed forces. And when 13 of them die under your watch, basically because of your piss-poor planning, pardon my French, I don't care how you think you're going to feel, you should be there. But, of course, neither one of them were. They took the day off. Yep. So